I imagine there's probably some people in our audience who have never seen Jaws. And I would like you, self-professed favorite movie of all time.
Yes.
Tell them and me why Jaws is your favorite movie and why it still should be seen by all people.
I can do that very easily. For some reason, some people classify this and discuss this as if it's a horror movie. To me, it's never been a horror movie. It is an adventure movie. However, when it's scary, it's terrifying. When it's funny, it's hilarious. When there's dramatic moments, it's the most sincere stuff on screen. And when there's adventure, there's swashbuckle. Basically, every reason why you would want to see a movie is in this movie.
But there's a lot of movies like this that are so influential and so pervasive in our culture that at a certain point everything that is derived from them is more relevant than they are. And it doesn't seem to be the case with Jaws. And why is that?
One thing that they mentioned in the documentary, The Shark is Still Working, is that its setting is, like, if you go to Martha's Vineyard today, it still looks, Amity in the movie, it still looks that way. And a lot of shore towns are like that, by the way. They haven't changed since whenever they were built. And I think that has a lot to do with it, that it's timeless, doesn't date itself.
Although that jacket.
Well, and they made a lot of mistakes.
Richard, what jacket?
They made
Mayor's jacket.
Oh, I love that. A lot of people worry. But they made a lot of mistakes that people don't make anymore. Like they were saying in the documentary, like they decided to shoot all the water stuff on the Atlantic Ocean, out there in the wild. That was a mistake.
Right.
That was a mistake. They say that was a mistake. Nobody would do that anymore. But yet, that's the reason why it's so like, oh my God, this is actually just happening in this small area. Because they did it there, you know what I mean? And same with like using the shark instead of CG stuff where like the shark broke all the time.
They didn't make that choice. They didn't have that choice.
No, I know, but they made the choice of making a giant mechanical shark that didn't really work.
Right, and that's the awesome thing about this documentary is that, but I just want to say too, Richard Dreyfuss' performance is completely timeless. It's hilarious now. And he in this documentary, he's so funny. I love him.